Hello and welcome to our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 186.
Since we had such a late night last night again, we did let ourselves sleep in this morning, and when we got up, we wanted to have those cinnamon rolls from Gaston's Tavern that we brought back last night, so we called down and asked to have a microwave brought to the room. They did have some available, so they brought one up for us, and we were able to have warm cinnamon rolls for breakfast.
So good.
It was still very good the next day, so I don't know how long they're going to keep, but at least one day you're good to go. We wanted to do something that just kind of was relaxed and chill today because we've had several very busy days in a row. We're kind of exhausted, and we're sitting around the room trying to decide what should we do and where should we go. And we realized that none of us have ever been to Blizzard Beach, and her sister's never been to any of the water parks. And we all have annual passes that include the water parks, so why not go to Blizzard Beach for the day? So we went downstairs and caught a bus over to Blizzard Beach, walked in having no idea where anything was or what anything was, and the first thing we ran into was actually Goofy out there doing a meet and greet. So there was a real short line. I had to get in line and see him because he's my favorite character. He loved the fact that I had him on my shirt and I got to see him, give him a hug. We all got pictures with him. PhotoPass, of course, was there. So it was a really cool way to start. I had no idea that they would have characters at the water park, but apparently that's a thing they do.
After we took those pictures, we walked around to kind of get our bearings and figure out where everything was, and of course, find a place to put all of our stuff. And so once we did that, we're like, okay, we know we want to ride the ski lift up to somewhere because that just looks really cool. The really awesome thing about Blizzard Beach is that the theming is based on a ski resort, which the irony in that is not lost on me. I love that so much. So everything here is melting because it's a ski resort in Florida, doesn't work. And so they have a ski lift, which is super cool. The views from here are amazing. I absolutely love this ride so much. And this isn't even actually a ride. It's literally your transportation from one place to another. So this takes you up to 3 different locations. And the first one is Steamboat Springs. And we decided to try that one out. Again, we've never been here before, so we just kind of went to the first thing we saw. And this is a family raft ride. And we're like, okay, this looks kind of chill. We'll just go on this. This was amazing and way more intense than we expected it to be. It literally flips you all over this huge tube. It was much faster than we expected. They told us we had to hang on. We couldn't use our phones. We're like, oh, okay, so we're holding on. There was a reason they said that, and it's not because it's a very calm ride. But at the end of this was one of the best things ever. A cast member was going, y'all didn't get wet enough. And so he's dumping water on the guests as we're getting off the rafts. It was hilarious. He completely soaked us.
And none of us really minded because it was ridiculously hot today, as it has been for the past several days. So after we finished that raft ride, we were like, okay, that was a little more adrenaline inducing than we were expecting. We're going to go over to the lazy river rafts. Those should be safer, I hope, unless this has a really weird definition of lazy. I don't know. But went over the lazy river, grabbed ourselves some inner tubes, and decided just to float around the lazy river for a while. And we went around for 2 laps around the park, just enjoying, relaxing, being cool because we're kind of in the water. It was just a great time to chill out and relax a little bit before we go on some more of those really cool water slides.
This was really peaceful and exactly what we needed after we've had such a crazy couple days. It's cooling us off because it is very hot, and this was just really, really nice to just chat and talk and float along. And after we went around the second time, Robert and my sister decided they wanted to attempt the Summit Plummet, which is basically like a straight drop, and I have absolutely no interest in this whatsoever. Like, the ski lift is one thing because you're looking out, it's really pretty, but that is a whole nother story that is not about to happen. So they went and waited in the line, and I went and set myself up at the bottom so I could video them coming down. And this is really awesome too because it actually shows you how fast you're going. So Robert went first, got some great speed, 45 miles an hour, and then my sister goes down and she does 44 miles an hour. She cuts through the water. It was awesome. They really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed standing at the bottom of the slide where I was safe and sound.
It was an awesome water slide though. It seriously was so fast and exhilarating, but it also was over very quickly because it's just a straight drop and you're done. It is the tallest slide here, the biggest, the fastest slide here. So I knew I was going to do it when I showed up, but I was kind of hoping it would be a little longer, even though it was a really fun ride. And since we did it once, we thought, why not go do it again? The line wasn't too bad. It was like a 15-minute wait. So we hopped back on the ski lift and went back up again. When we got up there, the line had gotten a little bit longer, not too bad still. And I noticed something as I was taking video of the different water slides, because you could see the entire park. I was videoing all the different slides, going, okay, we got to go there, we got to go there, trying to map out the rest of the day. And then I looked up and realized that we may not have much of a day left, because there is a very, very imposing looking storm that is kind of working its way towards us. I'm just hoping we can go down the water slide at least one more time before they kick us all out of here.
They did make it down one more time. Again, I'm still at the bottom, just kind of waiting for them to come down. And they did call it and say everyone has to leave the water, but you don't have to leave the water park. We're like, okay, we'll go grab some food real quick. We wanted something really light because we are doing a lot of walking. It's still hot outside, and we know we're gonna eat later. So we just shared a basket of chicken nuggets and fries. And while we were waiting, they did call it and say everyone does have to leave the water park because of lightning. We're closing it all down. We're like, all right, we're definitely gonna have to come back because this was a lot of fun for the time we were here as is. We definitely wanna try everything else, especially those other water slides we didn't get to try. The ones I'm willing to go on, not that other one.
Yeah, it was sad the day was cut short, but as of now, having done an annual pass holder after hours event over at Typhoon Lagoon and having done a few hours here at Blizzard Beach today, I think I lean towards Blizzard Beach being my favorite. I mean, the wave pool at Typhoon Lagoon is cool,
It is
but
really
I like water slides, and I really like their lazy river at Blizzard Beach better than the one at Typhoon Lagoon. So we caught a bus back to the Contemporary. Of course, the bus lines were long because everyone was leaving the park at the same time. Eventually got one though and headed back to Contemporary. When we got to our room, we found that housekeeping had been there and actually had left a few little surprises for us. They had taken the blanket that we had on the bed and turned it into a little bow and actually did some towel art, like a little animal and a heart on the bed. Not really sure what the animal was, but it was cute either way. This is something we see every single day on Disney Cruise Line, but I've never had it in the resorts at Disney World, so it was really cool to see.
We all got ready for the evening because we have been in the chlorine all day. Of course, we're all wrinkly and just have that all over us, so we wanted to shower and get ready. And then we walked over to Bay Lake Tower to the community hall because it is raining outside. We don't necessarily want to go to the park right now. And we wanted to see what they had there to do. And they have so many activities and things to do here. They have an entire setup for watching movies, playing video games. They also have board games. They have little magnets you can take for free and color, which is really awesome. They just have a lot of really fun activities. So we were kind of looking to see if there's anything we want to do. Some of them are at a specific time, or they do have to have so many cast members to be there to help. So we're like, well, we're just kind of killing time, so we'll just see what you have this time and we'll come back and do more another time. We were waiting for some friends to arrive and they had The Hunchback of Notre Dame playing, which we have not seen in a really long time. So we did sit and finish out that movie while we were waiting, and then our friends did arrive and we headed up to Top of the World Lounge to get some food. We got their nachos, which are really good, that ginormous pretzel that we love so much, the margarita pizza, and of course the pulled pork sliders that we all really enjoyed.
And of course we couldn't visit Top of the World Lounge without having a 7-layer chocolate cake slice. It is so good every time we get it. It's ridiculous. We enjoyed that cake to kind of finish off our meal, hung out with our friends there a little bit longer, just chatting and catching up, and then it was time to go. So we took the elevator down and took the walkway over to the Contemporary. When we got there, we were walking through, and for the first time ever, for whatever reason, we noticed that the wall of the gift shop is actually like Mickey Mouse shorts. It has the little buttons on there and everything. Never noticed that before. I don't know
Really
why,
cool.
but we just now noticed it. So it was like, oh, yeah, they themed the store and everything here in the Contemporary. We headed back up to our room and got ready for bed, and that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow.
For Arguing with the Ears.